Welcome back to Hash Just the Numbers. I'm Thomas. I'm here with my co-host.
Justin Kim.
And today we're going to be doing the week seven review and then a week eight preview for the missed episode on Monday. We'll fly through this review real quick. Thursday night football, Bengals beat the Steelers. Flacco kind of dominates the Tomlin defense. Any thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I like what you said. Flacco dominates. Jamar Chase gets spam and T Higgins. Yeah.
hmm Yeah, Chase had a really big game. This is kind of what you expected with Flacco, like airing it out a little bit. Steelers, disappointing loss, but some good offense there. The Steelers defense has been questionable this year, so I'm interested to see how that turns out. Moving on, so we got some blowouts early in the slate. I'll fly through these. Rams blow out the Jaguars in London. Chiefs blow out the Raiders. They shut them out, where the Chiefs were in victory formation before the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins, in a bad weather game, dominate the Dolphins, and the Patriots go into Tennessee, Vrabel's revenge game, and they take care of business. Those four games. Any thoughts on any of those teams?
Yeah. I have a few. KC looks like they're bagging out. Patrick Mahomes looks sharp. For the Jaguars, a little disappointing loss. I think they generally played pretty well, but they just kind of like find ways to score points. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hit on some of the other stuff from the Browns game. Big running game there. The Dolphins, they look clueless. Tua looks clueless. And once they had to pass the ball in this weather, you knew it was going to go downhill. And then the Patriots, they look like a force. They're leading the division, so I'm interested to see how they kind of like go for the rest of the season. Um, some more closer games in the early slate. So the Panthers, they win by 7 against the Jets. The Bears, the game was closer than the final score like seems to entail, but Bears generally held the lead for most of this game, so they were in control, so not a big threat there. And the Eagles, another similar game to the Bears, a little back and forth game, little close game, but they take care of business there. Eagles take care of business in Minnesota. Those three games, any prevailing thoughts?
Yeah, I got some for Bears and Eagles. Jalen Hurts looks like, he's back, like what I've been saying before. He's capable. And the Bears defense, their defense is just excellent and the winning stretch right now, forcing four turnover a game. And we'll see how it is this week.
Mhm. Yeah, the Panthers, I would like to see them win by a little bit more, but a win's a win. The Jets are way out of sorts. Fields looks like he's going to be benched this week, so I don't know where the Jets go from here. Bears, I don't got much thoughts. They took care of business like they should have, and then the Eagles, Jalen Hurts, I gotta give props to him. He, took care of the game. He was in control. I'm a little bit worried about Saquon now. Not as worried. I think he's still a talent. It's just like he's not producing like he did last year, but I still think he'll have a good season. We'll hit the late slate. The two blowouts, the Colts blow out the Chargers, and then the Cowboys blow out the Commanders. And
Yeah.
yeah, those two games, any thoughts?
Commanders looks terrible without Jaden Daniels, Debo, and Terry McLaurin. Yeah. And for
Yeah.
the Colts, they just look really, just Jonathan Taylor looks like he's him and Daniel Jones. I don't know. For the Chargers, they're in a hard situation in my opinion as of right now.
hmm I think the Colts are
Yeah.
legit. They're proving to be legit. The Cowboys, I mean, we knew their offense was good. Their defense still iffy, but if they had defense and put it together, I like them going into this harder stretch of their schedule. We'll slow down for these last few games. The Packers Cardinals game. This one was generally close. Brissett played pretty well. Um, yeah, thoughts on this one where the Cardinals kind of took a lead at half. They were leading at halftime, but the Packers ultimately pulled away. Mike had a pretty big game. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting on how Cardinals are playing tight games, but they just can't figure to win games. They remind me of like last year's Chicago a little bit,
hmm
where every game was close, but eventually they just lose.
Yeah, I mean, I did
Yeah.
say like they were like that game a few weeks ago. That was the game where like if they didn't win, like the Colts game, if they didn't win that one, I saw a very like downward spiral in there. So I'm not surprised that it's coming right now. Like you said, they're kind of the Bears where they have the talent, it's just not clicking together.
Yeah, but shout out to Jacoby Brissett, he filled in
Hmm
the Kyler Murray role. He looks
hmm
good right now. Yeah.
Yeah. And then for the Packers, glad to see they're taking care of business. I would have liked to see a little bit more, separation, but again, I'm not too pressed about the Packers. I trust them going down the line.
Yeah.
And then the best game of the year, best game so far, at least this week, but maybe the game of the year. The Broncos scored 33 points in the fourth quarter to come back against the Giants. Yeah, what are your thoughts on this one, like as a whole?
As a whole, mm, okay, first half it was very iffy. Giants looks like they're a legit team, fun, exciting team.
Hmm
Against a good Denver Broncos defense, in my opinion.
hmm
Second half, Giants kind of sold it. It looks like they couldn't find any rhythm. Broncos looks like they're able to put up pressure like how they normally do.
hmm
And eventually, Bo Nix, he came up big in fourth quarter, and Giants just looks fatigued out there in fourth quarter, in my opinion.
Yeah. Um, my thoughts are like the Broncos for three quarters, they looked really bad, which concerns me a little bit. I don't know whether it was just because of the Demaryius Thomas thing, and how it affects like, it's kind of like ring night where it affects you a little bit, right? Um, I'm interested to see how like the Broncos move forward from this, whether it's like a one-time thing or if it's a real issue. I think putting up 33 points, one of those things you can only do against the Giants. Once you face good teams, they're not going to let you come back. They're going to take care of the ball, right?
Yeah.
But props to the Broncos for scoring. Kicker issues for the Giants. Stuff that happens to bad teams. But for the Giants' future, I'm really excited. I like Jackson Dart. I like Cam Scattergood. They had both had really good games against this Broncos defense, who some say is dangerous. Some have lesser thoughts on it. Um, but yeah, I think for the Giants, the future is bright. This is a game you wanted to win, but you didn't. And then the Broncos, this is one of those like you take the win, you take the W, but you basically throw out all the film from three whole quarters. Similar to the Vikings game in week one against the Bears, right? And
Yeah.
then Sunday night, the Niners beat the Falcons. This was a defensive affair. The Niners very banged up, but McCaffrey, really took control, had a really big game. So thoughts on the Sunday night football game?
Yeah, McCaffrey is just, it looks like, he's him again.
Hmm
And B. John, he had a kind of slow game, but I like this offense, but their defense is iffy. And, once 49ers looks like Houston Astros and the MLB figuring out ways to win.
hmm
Yeah.
And then we'll go into the Monday slate. The early game, the Lions take care of the Buccaneers pretty handily. The Lions secondary was out for this game. I saw a graphic on the broadcast where they were saying like none of the starting secondary was playing, or maybe only one guy, and he was injured partly through the game. Um, Rest in peace to Baker MVP. The MVP race for Baker. I just think he looked really he didn't look settled in this game. He looked really like jumpy. He was trying to force passes. He seemed like he was overthrowing a lot of passes. Um, and then for the Lions, it was the Gibbs show. Gibbs had a long touchdown, and then he kind of controlled the passing game too, right? Like he was the second leading receiver by 4 yards in terms of yardage, and then he dominated the yardage on the ground, right? 8 yards per carry. It did help with that long run, but even like beyond that, Montgomery only had 1.6 yards. So pretty much big Gibbs show. Goff was all right. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. This Lions team is back. They look very awful in week one, but now they're kind of sunshine. For Tampa Bay, it's just they're all banged up.
hmm
Mike Evans is out for the year. This is getting worse for this team, but we will see how they go from here.
hmm And then
Yeah.
the last game of the week, the game that we were actually at, the Seahawks take care of the Texans. A lot of turnovers in this game, a lot of sloppy ball, but the Seahawks get a 27-19 victory. Since you were at the game, I'll let you go first. We were both there, but I'll let you go. What did you see there? Um,
I was just looking at the passing leaders. Interesting on how CJ was leading, but Sam Darnold, I was watching, he looked like he was comfortable and just balling out. And the biggest side for the Seahawks is JSN, you know. He's arguably one of the best wide receivers this year. And yeah, for Texans, they just look like a whole mess right now. Just see, just Stroud looks like he can't get anything going, in my opinion. And just their backfield, they can't really find out their rhythm there too.
Yeah, I think for the tackle Texans first, the CJ his protection really broke down a lot. I mean, you could see it like throughout this game. When he had time, he was kind of done up. He was, when they got him out of the pocket, moving a little bit, he was hitting Dalton Schultz. Schultz had 9 catches, 98 yards. A lot of them were like on dump downs, right? Let him go make a play. There was no running game, and part of that's the Seahawks D line. So CJ, whenever he was pressured, right, he'd make forced throws. He have to like escape. So that's what I saw from the Texans. And then for the Seahawks, it's JSN and then everyone else. Arroyo had 4 catches. No one else had more than 2 catches, and the 2 catches was Charbonnet out of the backfield. So it really is a JSN show over there. And then the running game for the Seahawks, I think, really helped Sam out. Sam didn't have a great game this game. He threw a pick. He fumbled in the end zone and then almost took another sack for a safety. So the Texans' good defense really, came out here. But K9 had 66. Charbonnet had 49, so 100 yards on the ground. Um, yeah, I like what I saw from the
Yeah.
running game for the Seahawks.
Yeah, same here.
And that leads us into the preview. So Thursday night game for the week is Chargers Vikings.
Hmm.
Um, you want to go first on that one, or?
Yeah, I'll go first. Minnesota, you know, their defense was a little iffy against Philadelphia. I think it'll bounce back. Chargers, they're just I think this their downfall, you know. After their 4-0, right? They're 4-0. They just look very awful right now.
They
And
started 3-0.
3-0. And I just see the Vikings winning this one where they win by like a field goal or so. And where G just has a good night.
Yeah, mine's at 3.5 right now. I don't know. The Chargers are really banged up. I do like the Vikings in this game. The Carson Wentz does scare me. I think both these teams have the potential to win. I don't like the 3.5 though for the Chargers. I will lean toward the Vikings here. But I do see the Chargers potentially taking care of business in this one. It can go either way for me. I'm taking the Vikings.
Yeah,
Next
same
game,
here.
Falcons are a touchdown in the hook. Favorites against the Dolphins.
Hmm.
Um, I'll go first on this one. Give me the Falcons, the 7.5. I know the hook's on the touchdown side, but this Dolphins team, I just can't go with the Dolphins right now. Everything seems, out of sorts. The locker room's all messed up. McDaniel's, getting his press conferences aren't going well. Tua is throwing picks. And the Falcons are at home, which they play better at home. So give me the Falcons.
Yeah, I also got the Falcons. Just Miami. Is Tua on the bench again, or is he starting this
No, he
week?
he's still starting.
I mean, I don't think it matters, but just this Miami offense is a mess, and I think Falcons will find a way to win this game, especially because they just lost the brutal one to the 49ers, in my opinion.
Yeah, you taking the 7.5?
Yeah.
Okay. Next one, Jets travel to Cincy. Tyra Taylor's gonna be starting. The quarterback bump. Uh, I don't know. I'm not taking the Jets to win this game, but I will take them plus 6.5. I like Tyrod in the quarterback bump. I think if this game's won, I think it's gonna be a close game. Um, might be a cagey, low-scoring affair in my opinion. Jamar might break it open. T. Higgins might break it open, but give me the Jets plus 6.5, but the Bengals to win the game.
I have the Bengals winning the game, and you said the line is minus 6.5,
Hmm.
and I think it'll also be a minus 6.5. You know, this offense looks like Joe Flacco is taking over, and the wide receivers are just looking like themselves again. Well, the New Jets, I mean, like what you said, Taylor's starting, but I don't think that's gonna make like a much of a difference in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not going based off the Jets offense. I'm more picking them based on their potential defense. I do like their cornerbacks matching up against the Bengals receivers more than the Steelers. And even with the
I mean,
Steelers, they it was a close game. Um, and I mean, yeah, the Steelers offense is good, so I'll say that. But I do like the Jets defense a lot more than the Steelers defense right now.
yeah, but I think I will lean towards Chase than the Jets defense in my
I'm not saying they're
opinion.
going to shut him down. I mean, I do think he'll have some yards, but I do think in terms of like, right, they have a better unit than the Steelers defense, and
Yeah.
with the new quarterback, right, it gives you more motivation. But that's my reasoning. I can definitely see the Bengals like taking this by more than a touchdown. Um, Another game that's about a touchdown line is the Patriots against the Browns. Browns going into New England. Um, yeah, what are your thoughts on this one?
Drake May. I got Drake May going off this game, you know. Browns looks
Hmm.
like I don't really know. How did Browns do last week?
They dominated
Yeah. I mean
the
they
Patriots.
dominated Miami, but it's Miami's offense, you know. I probably lean towards the Patriots side. Their defense looks like they're figuring it out. Drake May looks like he's looking very sharp, so I'll probably lean towards with the Patriots in my opinion.
Um, yeah, I'm looking right now just to see what the what what the weather is going to be like in New England. I this Browns defense is legit though, I will say. I definitely think it's nothing to kind of like to scoff at, right? Um,
Hmm.
I do wonder though, I do wonder how Drake May's going to do against the pressure with Miles Garrett. Okay, so it's not going to be that bad of weather. Um, I'm gonna go Patriots with the 7.5, but I do fear how this young Patriots O-line is going to do against the pressure against the Browns. I wouldn't be surprised if Drake May doesn't have a great game here. Maybe he throws a pick or two, and kind of
Yeah.
has to like kind of run for his life. I do like the Patriots though.
Yeah.
Next game, we got the Eagles 7.5 point favorites against the Giants. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's the Eagles also a disappointing one. This is our revenge, and I'll go with luck of the week. Don't see how Eagles are losing twice to the Giants. And Jalen Hurts looks like he's back. We'll see how he plays this week. And potential maybe a Saquon breakout game, Yeah.
Yeah, my
And
main worry about this one, I was gonna make it my lock of the week as well. I do think the Eagles, like, they have to get revenge. They can't get swept by the Giants. But that seven and a
mhm.
hook, right? That hook
Oh,
scares me.
we going based off spread too?
Yeah, that hook scares me. I don't like the fact that it's seven. If it was 6.5, I might have gone with you with I might have, met you there with the lock. But the fact that it's 7.5, I'm gonna take the Giants. I think they keep this under a touchdown game. I do think they lose, but I do want to lean Giants though, with the hook there. I just think this is a fun team that they're never out of a game. I don't think they get blown out here.
Am I allowed to change the luck? I have like the
Yeah.
luck for the money line, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I think it'll
You
be
can
closer. I think it'll be closer than like a maybe I see like a 4 or 5
hmm.
point. Yeah.
All right, next game, Buffalo travels to Carolina, 7.5 point favorites for the Bills. Who do you have in this one?
I'm pretty sure Bryce Young is hurt, right?
Yeah, Bryce Young is currently hurt. I'll get an update. Go ahead though. Let's
I
assume Bryce
mean,
Young's out.
who's gonna start? Andy Dalton?
Yeah, Andy Dalton.
I'll probably lean with the Buffalo Bills, The spread is currently at what is the spread at?
7.5.
7.5. I don't really know about that, but spread wise, I'll probably lean towards the Bills.
Hmm.
They're just on bye, I'm pretty sure. And Josh Allen will dominate this Panthers defense, in my opinion. What? Yeah, that's my thought.
Yeah, this Panthers defense is pretty good. They're a style unit. I will take the Bills. I don't think Dalton gives the quarterback bump that Tyrod does. Yeah, I'll take the Bills. The Bills coming off bye, they need a bounce back week. I'm gonna give them that bounce back week. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Now the Baltimore Ravens are 6.5 point favorites facing Chicago. This is a pretty hefty line. What are your thoughts on this one?
You know, Lamar's first game, I think he'll look rusty against. I don't know about rusty, but I think the Bears will be able to contain them. I have
Hmm.
the plus six. I have the plus 6.5. If the Ravens do win, which I don't think, I think it'll be very close by like a field goal or 4 points. But the money or like the win wise, after Chicago Bears winning this one,
Hmm.
I I think the Bears. This is the Bears like first real test against a good team in my opinion. So I think they'll come out prepared and Caleb will look pretty solid this game in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm leaning Bears 6.5 as well. I don't know. I'm not gonna go out as far and say Lamar's gonna be rusty. I just do think that they're gonna be able to go up and down against this Bears team. If you're making me pick the money line, I might be picking the Ravens. I don't know. Like the Ravens need this win much more than the Bears do, in my opinion. Right? So motivation
Yeah.
wise, I think the Bears are on a high right now. They're enjoying, life. Ben also haven't prepared, but I do think the Ravens they're on a do or die. They need this game or else their season's in the wraps. 6.5 is a lot, though. I don't know if it's gonna get that big. I think Caleb keeps them in it. I like the Bears receivers, especially against the secondary that's not been great this year. Give me the Bears 6.5, as an upset of the week.
That's the upset of the week.
I mean, I think they can win this game, in my opinion. Like, I'm not
Yeah,
going
for
out to
sure.
say that they can't, but I do think the 6.5, I think I'm gonna get the half point for the upset of the week for the spread at least. Uh, that's what I'm taking.
Okay.
Next game, Niners going into Houston. This is my lock of the week. I'm taking the Niners -1.5. I don't care who's starting at quarterback. The Niners continue to find ways to win. McCaffrey is amazing. Um, and this Texans offense just seems like they're, they're in shambles a little bit, especially when you face a little bit of pressure. I think Salah will have his defense ready, and give Stroud some tough looks. So that's what my opinion is. I think the Niners cover the 1.5. I think they win this game.
Yeah, I agree. The Niners will win this one. I think Nico Collins might be out this game as well, so
Hmm.
it'll be very interesting. But for the 49ers, they're all banged up, figuring out ways to win games. But I'll probably lean the 49ers. They're just
Hmm.
better team in overall. So yeah. I mean, I was gonna go lock of the week, but
You can use
uh
your lock as well. Meet me at the lock.
yeah, sure, minus 1.5. I'll do lock and their money line as well.
Okay. Well, the money line's assumed of -1.5. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
the Bucks. 5.5 point favorites against the Saints. Give me the Bucks on this one. I don't care who's injured, who's not. I think the Bucks bounce back here. Take care of the Saints.
Yeah, I agree. The Saints are not looking bad or good. It's with Spencer Rattler, yes. Spencer Rattler hasn't been looking bad, but I'll probably lean with the Tampa Bay. I just don't see how they lose this game. And they got pretty beat bad last game, I would say. And Baker Mayfield's just gonna come out firing to whoever's out there. We'll see. But yeah, I have the Buccaneers minus 5.5.
Hmm. Next
Yeah.
game, Cowboys are underdogs going into Denver. They're 3.5 point underdogs. Give me the Cowboys in this one. The Broncos secondary, I'm very concerned about. Um, Outside of Surtain, I think Surtain locked down one side. I think this is a big CD Lamb game, especially coming out the slot. Um, and I
I
think if they
mean,
can
hey, hold on. PS2 is gonna be he'll be
for
on him.
okay, so what's CD gonna do? Go for
Huh?
200? Go for 200?
C
CD might go for
C
200.
CD will be on PS2.
Oh, sorry, then George Pickens will go for 200.
I mean, we'll see, but
I
CD's gonna
mean,
get strapped.
okay, sure. I mean, y'all got cooked by Jackson Dart. Sorry, the Broncos got cooked by Jackson Dart. So I think Dak Prescott's miles above Jackson Dart in this one. Um, and the running game for the Cowboys is much better. The protection for the Cowboys is much better, right? The defense does worry me. I think Bo Nix will not, put up get shut out through three quarters. But I think in an offensive affair, I lean towards the Cowboys, especially coming off a week where they put up 44 points against the Commanders, a Dan Quinn-led defense, right? Um, yeah, give me. I mean, I don't know who PS2's on, but the other receiver is gonna get cookies. It's gonna be cookies out there for the other receiver.
I mean, I don't know about all that. For this game, I have the Broncos winning this one and covering the minus 3.5. You know,
Hmm.
their defense got pretty beat bad last week. I think they'll come
Number
out
one
this game.
offense.
It, I mean, it's number one offense for the Cowboys, I guess, but I think they'll hold them under like 24 points.
Oh, do you want to
Touch.
put that? You want to put a bet on that?
It,
They're not holding them under 24 points. You couldn't even hold the Giants under 24. Let's a little something on it.
they couldn't even score 24 against the Bears, so
Wait,
and
sorry.
barely
Who's getting held under 24? The Cowboys?
Cowboys. Yeah.
Okay, let's put something on it then.
I think it'll be under three touchdowns the most in my opinion, And I think Bo Nix will look better for sure in the first half.
Okay,
And
let's start a
yeah,
daily wager then. I know we have our little betting slips going, right? Weekly wager, right? So the bold prediction, right?
yeah,
I say, okay, Cowboys put up at least 31 points.
at least. That's cap. Against
Okay,
the
so if
Straps.
they go, if
Hey, you gotta realize Nick Bonito is on the team still, yeah.
yeah, Nick
What
Benito's
are
on the
they
team,
what
sure.
what are they
Wow,
gonna do? What is
Benito gets
Cowboys gonna do?
Benito gets a sack. Guess what? Next play is going for 30 yards. I mean,
He's about to get like 3 sacks this game though.
okay, the next play
Cowboys
is gonna
O
go for
line's
30
bad.
yards. What? Wait, what are you talking about? The Cowboys line is bad.
I rather have Nick Bonito, than
But who's better, Giants O line or Cowboys O line?
Cowboys probably, but like it's Nick
But
Bonito. I think he'll get like 2 sacks or so, in my opinion.
right, because he was dominating against the Giants, huh?
I Yeah, 1 sack, but I think, but yeah.
One sack. What, in your dreams?
Did he not have any sack?
He had one tackle. If you're talking about tackles,
Oh yeah, but
who's
one
who's
of
PS2 who's PS2 on against the Giants?
the best wide receiver, whoever that is.
Oh, so he got cooked for 6 catches, 95 yards, is what I'm hearing.
Actually, I'll never. He probably did. I think
Oh, so
Riley
they're
Moss
scared. So they're scared. Oh, so now what? I thought you said he was claimed on their best receiver. So is he going to travel with CD or not?
probably that's what he does to all, the number ones. Like
So then he was getting cooked for 95 yards last game, huh?
that was probably. I I don't really know, but I
Oh,
don't think
sounds like
so.
somebody that isn't watching his team. Okay,
No, but
if
like
the Cowboys
no,
put
but
up
like if it's like an elite wide receiver like CD or like let's say like
or
JJS
Pickens,
or Pickens elite, yeah, it'll be very interesting, I guess. But
they
maybe
might take
Cars,
turns on they might take turns on him, bro. I'll throw a hey, Pickens gets one from CD for he'll Moss one for PS2. Next one, CD get one over PS2. It might be,
yeah,
it might be
it's gonna be all strapped down. Best
yeah,
quarterback in the game.
like maybe it might be not 95, it might be 195 he given up. Okay, but if the Cowboys put up 31, all right,
Yeah.
we'll put a little, we'll add on to that dinner, right? That for the Bears bet, right? If they go under though, okay, I'll get you. Thoughts?
So, are we adding on
Under
or
sorry, under 24. You said 24. So
yeah,
there's
under
there's a
24,
little gap break there.
24.5?
No, if they score 24, it's 23.5. If they score 24, you said three touchdowns max.
Yeah, and maybe
I'm
a
giving
field
them
goal,
a field goal. I mean,
Okay, fine.
I'm
24,
giving.
24, 24, 24, 24.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
if they get 24 or under, or sorry, 24 to 31 is that gap. If they get more than 31, I win. If they get less than 24, you win.
And what did
So
the winner get?
add on to that dinner. So if the Bears make the playoffs, but you lose this bet, no dinner. But if you get two if the Bears make the playoffs and they
Or
they get
like
strapped down.
Or like we could go get dessert out there, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We'll think of
Okay.
something.
Okay.
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 Next game, you got the Colts who are 14.5 point favorites against the Titans at home.
Yeah. What do you think? You could go first.
14.5 is a lot. I don't know if I can go 14.5. You know what? I will. I'll take 14.5 from the Colts. I don't like going with it, but I just can't take the Titans right now. I am the Colts are a wagon, so give me that.
I was just looking at the Titans' previous match, you know. I I thought it was too much at first, but I'll probably roll with it, you know. They
Hmm.
lost by like 18 points to the Patriots. Lost by like 26. Oh, they already won against the Colts. They lost by 21, right? Yeah. Pro Wait, what's the line? 13.5?
14.5.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll probably roll with it still. This Colts team is legit. I think it'll shut down Cam Ward's game.
Okay. Um, Next game we got is the Packers on Sunday night against the Steelers. Steelers are getting three and a
Yeah.
half here. Um, I like the Steelers here. Rodgers going up against, the Packers. Yeah, I think the Steelers come away with a victory here.
Yeah, this was my upset of the week too. Steelers, Aaron Rodgers beating Green Bay Packers again. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Steelers here in this one.
I think Aaron Rodgers will just like or I think Aaron Rodgers will dominate this game, especially against his, old team.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's
And
how I see
then
it.
the Monday night game, no Jane Daniels in this one, so give me the Chiefs minus the 10.5. Chiefs are on a roll right now. I see them continuing right now.
Yeah. I think the Commanders wide receivers will still be out, and Jaden Daniel just got confirmed he's out. I'll probably roll with the minus 10.5, like what you
Hmm.
said, they're rolling, and Patrick Mahomes like sharper than ever in my opinion.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. If nothing else going on, you got anything else for the week?
You want to do a bold take on,
Oh
or
yeah, we,
like
we'll throw a bold take out there.
you want to go like a, you want to go like a bold take and then like a educated, just like
Like a
stat line
little.
for,
Okay. Well, what's your stat line? I want to hear what your stat line. I don't have a stat line, but I want to hear what you have for that.
um, shoot, I'll make one for the Eagles. I'll go Saquon Barkley.
Hmm.
Like educated or like just a not a bold take, right? Just a
Well, if it's
predict.
educated, I want to hear
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what your
okay,
what your
yeah, yeah.
breakdown is.
Okay. I think Saquon Barkley will have like 20 touches or like 15 to 20 touches for like at least 8 yard and 2 touchdowns.
80 yards?
Yeah, and two
Oh,
touchdowns.
what's your reasoning there?
You know, he didn't look too good against the New York Giants on Thursday Night Football. He probably saw all the signs that said Cam Skadaboo is better than Saquon, and I think he'll be mentally prepared and like just be more motivated against his old team, you know, especially because they lost to last
Maybe
last
I
time they
don't know.
went.
I just don't think the Eagles are a running team anymore. My thoughts.
I mean, if they see, the Jalen Hurts is balling out again, I just think you're gonna have to be more prepared on the pass where the run might
I don't
be
even think they're
more
doing
open.
it like regardless. I mean, even when Hurts was struggling, they weren't running the ball. So I don't know why they would go to the run now. Like all of a sudden, Jalen Hurts just clicked together on the passing. He just won you guys a game now. Finally, Jalen Hurts is
Yeah.
doing good. And now, you know what? Let's not throw the ball. That's my thoughts though. And I don't know, like I don't really like that one. That one, I feel like Saquon, you gotta take his unders until he proves otherwise.
I think it's over for this game though, in my opinion.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't like that. Like the Giants are gonna take him away. I just don't see how. Like you don't let Jalen Hurts beat you. But
Okay, what's your take?
bold take, I think Tua gets benched for the rest of the year. I think he goes under.
Bold take.
Hmm?
Bold take. You think Tua will get benched for the year?
Yeah. Like I think he goes
Interesting.
under 125 yards. I think he throws 3 picks again. And I think this Dolphins team gets doesn't get a touchdown. Maybe they get a couple field goals, but I don't think they score a
Oof,
touchdown.
that's tough. That's tough to watch for the Dolphins fan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going bold. I think at some point, I mean, I think this is the team that right now that's on the most edge, right? Like the Jets already went to their new quarterback, so I can't go with the Jets. I think the Dolphins are the next team to crumble here. Um, yeah, the Tua getting bench part. I mean, that's kind of a rest of the season thing. But I think under 125 passing, I think he throws three picks, and I think he and the Dolphins don't score a touchdown again.
Interesting. I mean, for the season long, bold prediction, I think
No,
Shador Sanders.
I wasn't going season long, but
Oh, you weren't?
but I want to hear now you heard Shadur because I have some news on Shadur. But
Yeah,
continue.
I think Shador Sanders will get playing time, you know?
See,
3.5
I
over.
figured you said that. It's come out a report Shadur's not even getting the reps behind Dylan Gabriel. I'm gonna verify who this is, but they're saying that someone who they just signed is getting reps ahead of Shadur Sanders.
Who?
So behind Dylan Gabriel is hold on, let me find it real quick. Is Bailey Zappi is getting the reps behind Shadur or behind Dylan Gabriel. Um,
Oh,
yep.
that's cooked. That's cooked. But I
It's
still
ESPN right here. Stefanski actually said it right here. This is coming from Kevin Stefanski, the head coach. Um, I mean, I will take that bold prediction. I will put any money on that. Already have a season long thing with you about Sitter not coming in. Yeah, he's playing the Baker Mayfield role. He's playing, scout team D line right now. So,
got a T
um,
team line. What the heck?
so yeah. But what's your bold prediction for the week if you have one? If not, we can wrap this one up.
Yeah, I'll put one. I hate Aaron Rodgers, but I'll put okay, so you know, I think I'll have 325. That's bold, right?
Yeah, I'll put that as a bold one. Yeah, if you add something
320,
else onto it.
yeah, 325, two passing touchdown,
Okay, yeah.
and DK goes for like 70 yard per catches.
So who's getting the rest of the yard? Who's getting the rest of the catches?
Like Geno Smith. I mean not
Who?
Geno, probably like Pat. They've been using Pat more recently.
Okay, but how many yards is he getting?
Actually,
Because the math not math. If DK's only getting 75, where's the rest going?
I could see a 100 yard game, but like
Okay.
I just don't want to be too risky with it, you know? But I think Aaron Rodgers goes off this game for
So I just want to
325
hear
at
where the
least.
rest of the ones are going because I think that's bolder than the DK 75. Like who's getting the 100-yard game?
Couple to, couple big play to like Calvin Austin or like
So is Calvin
Darnell.
Austin the one getting the 100-yard game?
Probably not, just like maybe like 50 or so. Maybe
Okay,
just
so that's 125 right now. Where's the other 200 yards coming from?
maybe some dumb downs to Jalen Warren,
So how many yards is Warren getting?
like 40.
Okay, so we're still missing about 160 yards here.
Yeah.
So where are the rest of the yards coming from?
Probably a lot more to Pickens than what I
Who?
thought.
Who?
Pickens. I mean not Pickens. Um DK.
So is he getting the 100-yard game? Because somebody needs 100 yards here, or else the math not gonna math.
Yeah, probably DK.
All right, we'll throw that one on there then. So
Oh no,
325 and 100 for DK.
no. Can we have 5 catches for DK? 6 catch.
So I want to know who's getting the 100-yard game because that's bolder than DK getting 75. Somebody has to have a 100-yard game, or else there's no way the math's adding up for Rodgers to get 325 there.
Oh shit, that's actually true. Pat Firm, Pat maybe? Pat.
Okay, Pat Fryermuth 100-yard game. That's bolder than DK 75. So Rodgers getting, 325 on the air and Pat
Okay,
getting 100.
so is a Pat part of the bold take?
Yeah, Pat's part of it. DK's off it now. Because
Okay,
DK's part wasn't that bold.
never mind. We'll use DK then.
DK
'Cause
for 100?
yeah, because I was thinking about
Okay.
just Aaron Rodgers, but if we're really gonna do the receiving yards
Well, if you're
combined,
gonna do just Rodgers, I feel like 325 is not that bold. Didn't he do that last week?
No, he had like 220,
He only had 220 last week?
250.
Oh. What did DK have?
DK had
Or did Pat have the big game? Pat probably had the big game.
111
DK
for
had
Pat.
111? No,
For
Pat's
Pat.
okay. Pat had the big game. All right. I'm gonna wrap up the episode. Thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you guys next week for the review. Peace.